Ma'am,
Yes, sir.
yeah, I think we are online on YouTube also. You can start your class.
Okay, sir.
One second.
Yes, sir.
You can go on the share the screen and you can start your class.
Okay, sir.
நீங்க இப்படி பண்ற உன்னதான் காமிச்சிட்டு இருக்காங்க
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
So, a small request. Students, I'll be explaining you the lessons. If you have doubt, you can unmute yourself and you can ask me questions. Okay, after few points, I'll ask you if you have any queries or doubts. That time, you can unmute your system and you can ask me few questions. Okay. Now, today our lesson is crop production and management. What is crop production? Crop production is nothing but, our India is a vast country and ours is the second largest populated country in the world. So we have to fulfill all the food needs of the people. Is it not? For that, we have to cultivate a large amount of food, that is crops. So we need a proper agriculture practice for this in order to fulfill all the food distributions among the people. So our lesson today is crop production and management. So what is crop? The question I put forth is, what is crop? When plants of same kind are cultivated at one place on a large scale, it is called crop. Again, I repeat, what is crop? The question is, what is crop? The answer is, when plants of the same kind are cultivated at one place on a large scale, is called crops. In India, we have two types of cropping practices. Two cropping practices are followed in India. That is, the two cropping pattern of India is Kharif and Rabi. Kharif, the crop sown in rainy season from June to September. Kharif is the crop which is sown in rainy season, that is from June to September. Rabi, these crops are sown in winter season from October to March. So, do you have any doubt? Do you have any doubt? Hello?
Students who have any doubts can just unmute themselves and ask the question. Only if you have a doubt, please unmute your microphones. Otherwise, let it be on mute.
Ma'am, I have doubt, ma'am.
Yes, ma. Your name?
Yes, ma'am. In Sari Prasad, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, in the kharif crop they are going from June to September, and the rabi crop going from October to March, ma'am. So
Yes.
some months they are not, ma'am. In that month also, what they will grow, which crop they will grow, ma'am.
Yeah, they will grow cash crops, and few, you can see, few crops are seasonal. Okay, few
Yes,
crops
ma'am.
you can see they are unseasonal. That time they used to do this unseasonal crops. Okay, example you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
see coriander. Coriander, they can easily grow these
Grow.
things, and you can see this cucumber and
Yes, ma'am.
watermelon. These
Yes,
are
ma'am.
all will be grown in the during this summer season. You can see they
Yes,
would
ma'am.
grow these things. Crops in the sense not only grains, I mean cereals, also vegetables, fruits, flowers. These are all comes under this category. Okay,
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
thank you. So again I repeat the same points. I come under what is crops. What is crops? The answer is when plants of the same kind are cultivated at one place on a large scale. It is said as crops. And there are two type of pattern in India, cropping pattern in India, that is Kharif and Rabi. The crops which is sown in rainy season, the seasons are from June to September. It is Kharif and Rabi. The crops which is grown in winter season from October to March. Could you all understand? Shall I go to the next point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, see the crops here. Could you all see the crops? Kharif and Rabi examples. Kharif crop, it is rice, corn, soybean,
Yes,
sugarcane,
ma'am.
groundnut,
Yes, ma'am.
and cotton. See the Rabi crops: wheat, oats, chickpeas, mustards, almond, and broccoli. And you can see the difference in the Kharif and Rabi crop. Kharif crop needs a lot of water so that they are grown in winter season. So that is, sorry, that is rainy season. And Rabi crop, they need little less water comparing to Kharif. So they are grown in the winter season. Okay. See the examples here. Kharif example is rice, corn, soybean, sugarcane, groundnut, and Rabi
No
crop,
definition. No
wheat,
idea.
oats, chickpeas, mustard, almond, and broccoli. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes. Do you have doubt, ma? Hello. Okay. I'll go to the next session. That is agricultural practices. Agricultural practices. This is very, very important. To cultivate a crop in a large, vast area, this practice we have to follow. The practices are preparation of soil. First and major important thing is preparation of soil. Second is sowing. Third is adding manure and fertilizer. Next is proper irrigation. Later irrigating, protecting from weeds, and later harvesting and storages. These are the types of agricultural practices. Again, I repeat, crops, if you sow, it won't grow as it is. We have to take care of the crops to get a nice harvest. Okay, so these practices we follow, that are preparation of soil, sowing, adding manure and fertilizers, irrigation, then protecting from weeds, harvesting, and storage. These are the main 7 steps to be followed. Could you all understand? Do you have any doubt? If you have doubt, please unmute and ask me questions. Later getting answers, please mute yourself again. Do you have doubt? Anybody? Okay. I'll go to the next topic, that is preparation of soil. So I told you preparation of soil is very, very, very important, because where do crops grow? The crops grow Oh, okay. What? I have a question. That is from Aditya. Varun Aditya. That is, what is weeding? Okay, what is weed? Weed are unwanted crops grown among the crops. Okay, what these weeds do, no? They take all the nutrition and don't allow the crops to grow. So unwanted plants grown in between the crops is called weed. Aditya, could you understand? Unmute and answer me, Aditya. Okay. Now, preparation of soil, I told you it's very, very essential. The process of loosening and turning of soil is called tilling or plowing. Okay. Why we have to loosen the soil? We can sow and later we can grow, no? But,
Ma'am,
yes,
doubt,
please.
ma'am.
Yeah, ma. Your name, da?
University.
Yes, ma.
Ma'am, what is preparing, ma'am?
Preparing. Preparation of soil.
Yes, ma'am. What, ma'am, that is?
Preparation of soil in the sense, what we do before, no? We have to loosen the soil. We can straight away, we cannot go and just sow the seeds and make them grow. Before, the first process is preparation of soil. What we do, no? We just dig the ground. Okay. See in the picture, you can see, no, the tractor. It is
Yes,
just
ma'am.
taking out all the grass and making the soil loose. This is modern technology. This second picture, you can see bulls. Is it not?
Yes, ma'am.
A man is just plowing. You can see this is the ancient method.
What is the meaning of plowing, ma'am?
Plowing, see, he is just making the soil loose, no? Plowing. Tilling means what? Just making the soil loose. Could you see these pictures? Hello? Could you see the pictures?
Yes, ma'am.
See how they are loosening the soil. That is called plowing and tilting. Okay, what happens when they just listen? When they just tilt the soil, they size. I mean, you can see big sizes of soil will be there. They are known as clumps. Take all the clumps, okay, and make the soil very soft and loose, so that air will enter inside. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I am Naveen Kumar, ma'am.
Yeah, ma.
What is the meaning of turning of the soil, ma'am?
Turning, that is making the soil. See, you can see when they plow, the soil below, below the ground will come to the upper part.
Okay,
Can you understand?
okay.
The soil will mix among themselves. Okay, like a powder. Then the soil will become like a powder, not like a stone, like clumps. Okay, it will be like powder.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. So why we have to loosen the soil, ma? See here, you can see microorganisms, earthworm present in the soil. They are friend. Okay, they are friend for the farmers. We say earthworm is friend for the farmer. And another organism, living organism is also there. We say snake is also a friend for farmer. Is it astonishing? Snake. Yes. Why in the sense, earthworm, what they do, they just make the soil fertile. Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes. Your name, ma?
Jeeveshwar.
Yes, ma.
Ma'am, earthworm will.
Worm?
Video.
Voice is breaking, dear. Oh,
Shanti ma'am. Shanti ma'am.
yes.
Shanti ma'am, now I muted all. Okay.
Okay.
Because of over noise.
Okay. Okay.
Now I'm going to unmute all. You just inform the students. Whoever wants to raise question, they can themselves unmute and they can talk or mute. Okay. If they want, they can unmute.
Okay. Listen, students, one information. If you have any doubt, thank you.
Thank you.
Now, you ask me how earthworm is friend. Okay, this earthworm, what they do?
Ma'am,
Yes,
one.
yes. Ask me.
Ma'am,
Yes,
earthworm will fertile the
yes, you are
earthworm will
correct.
fertile the
Earthworm
soil.
fertile the soil. Yes, you are correct. Good. Whatever you said is true. The microorganisms also fertile the no, dead organic matter. That is this dead plants and animals decompose in the soil. Microorganism upon it. That huh?
Students, could you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I am Gayatri ma'am. The line.
Can just intervene. Please don't unmute all of them, whoever is coordinating, because these people are not listening. They're just, keeping
Yes,
on
sir.
talking. So let's not unmute everybody. Whoever
Yes.
wants, they can raise the hand. We can unmute them. So I'm even withdrawing the rights of participating unmute by the participants. So
Okay,
when
sir.
you finish particular section, when you ask question, that time alone I will permit them to unmute themselves.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, ma. Let us start the session now. So you all ask me. Abhinetra, you have a doubt that only loosen soil only help in the growth of microorganism. Yeah, microorganisms helps in the growth. Microorganisms helps in the decomposition of dead plants and animals. If dead plants and animals decompose, what happens? The soil will become enhanced and rich. Okay. So microorganism thus helps to make the soil fertile. Earthworms, the same way. And I told you about snakes. It's an astonishing thing. What snakes do, they just eat up the rats, rottens. Okay. These rats and rottens are a headache for the farmers. What they do, they just eat up all the crops. So snakes feed upon the rat. So it is a what? Friend for the farmer. Now we are in the section of preparation of soil. I told you the preparation of soil is very, very important. The soil has to be loosened. To certain centimeter, the top layer soil is very fertile soil. Okay, if you tilt the soil, tilting the soil means the lower area of the soil will come to the upper position. Okay, so that the soil will mix up. The soil will mix up, and if it mix up, you can see the fertile soil will be at the top layer. It will help for the plants to absorb all the nutrients in the soil. Now coming up to the tilting and plowing. I told you tilting and plowing is nothing but turning the soil. Lower part will come to the upper part and upper part will go to the lower part. It's like a mixing. Okay, so they use the plow. See the plow here. Could you see second picture, that is a man who is riding a bullock cart. See, this is the thing called plow. It's an instrument. Okay, it is used to tilt the land. And you know, in Tamil Nadu, they used to say Pandya Rajas, that is Pandya Rajas, they used to have what? Elephants to for the use of agriculture. Why? In the sense they had a vast land of cultivation, so they use elephants to for the agriculture purpose. Okay, now coming up to the next thing. Now you just take the note. Preparation of soil is very important for the growth of crop. Why? In the sense, a top layer soil are very rich for the cultivation of crop. This has to be mixed and the soil has to be loosened. If the soil gets loosened, you can see the air from the atmosphere will enter into the soil. It will help for the growth of crops. Okay, this is the important main theme of preparation of soil, that is tilling or plowing. The next topic we are going to go is sowing. So after preparation of soil, the next stage is sowing. And while preparation of the soil, what they used to do, they used to first supply water for the ground and make the soil wet. Later they plow the soil. Now if you have doubt, you can ask me. Okay, please. Now you can unmute and ask me questions.
Purna. Purnesh. Purnesh.
Those who have doubt can ask me.
Show the soil, ma'am.
The next topic.
Hello.
Few seeds would be floating in the top of the soil. Those seeds are unhealthy seeds. It's a technique to avoid unhealthy seeds. Okay. Here in the picture, you can see two types of sowing. Sowing by hand, manual method. And next is sowing by machine. This is seed drilling method. You can see the man will drill and meanwhile the seeds will be sown in that. Okay. Now there is traditional method also, that is sowing the seed using funnel. So what is sowing? Sowing is selecting a good variety. Yes, Andrea, you are very correct. Whatever you said is correct. Now, seed drilling. Seed drilling is nothing but the next picture. You can see the picture. Okay, this what it will do, it will just sow the seed and cover the soil so that birds and other insects won't take those seeds. Okay. The next slide I'm going to show. Do you have any doubt, Ma? Sowing is nothing but selecting a good variety of seed and sowing them. Yes? Any doubt? Ma, any doubt?
I'm Aditya having one doubt.
Yeah, Ma.
Yes.
Aditya?
Aditya? Hello, Aditya? Hello, Aditya?
Aditya, could you hear me? Aditya?
Sowing means what, ma'am?
Sowing means what? Selecting the seeds and just placing them in the soil for cultivation. In Tamil, they used to say vidaital.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, sowing the seed, there is a technique also. They cannot just as it is go and sow the seeds. They have to give proper interval for one seed to next seed. Why you know? Plants, they need soil. They take soil from the, nutrition from the soil, water from the soil. So, distance should be there. Then only the plants can grow well. Naveen, you have a doubt. What is yield? Yield means whatever you get in return at the last, you get the grain collections is yield. After the crop is cultivated, we get harvest. No, that is yield. What you get back is yield. Okay.
ma'am. Thanks.
Yes. The next thing is I was saying about the distance between from one seed to another seed. There should be certain distances. Okay, it differ from one plant to another. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
The next thing is adding manure and fertilizer. The next stage. This is the third stage. The substance which we are adding to the soil in the form of nutrients for the healthy growth of plant are called manure and fertilizers. Okay, so now you will have a doubt. What is manure and what is fertilizer? The manure is the essential nutrient which is essential for the growth of plant. Okay, manure are natural products. Fertilizers are chemical products. Okay, now manures, how they do know? The farmer, excuse me, the farmers will grow the while growing plants. Ma'am, you said that Pandya kings will use elephants that we can't. Yes.
Why, ma'am?
Yes. See, Pandya Rajas had a large variety, vast land. Okay. On those days, there was no machines. Okay. So, what they did, they used elephants. Okay. They had elephants a lot. So, they used elephants for the cultivation of crops. Could you understand? Hello? Could you understand? The next topic is adding manure and fertilizers.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. The substance which are added to the soil, I told you in the form of manure. Okay. There are two type of manure, two type of fertilizers, that is manure and fertilizers. Manures are natural thing. I told you that the farmers, yes, yes, okay. Food, manures, I told you that farmers, what they do, they used to grow cow, goat, goat and ducks, hens with them. Okay, what they do, they feed them, they grow them. This is also a type of farming. And what they do, they used to dump all the waste material which is produced by the animals. Okay, later, after a certain stage, they just, these waste product will decompose, and these decomposed things they use in the ground, in the field, so that it will be what natural thing. Okay, so they used natural thing for growing crops. And Nowadays, farmers, they are adding, yes, by manure we can use the method of vermicomposing also. Vermicomposing is also a manure only. Good, very good. Now, I told you that manure and fertilizers. Fertilizers, they are manufactured in the companies, okay, in the factories. Those are all, these also will help the plants to grow well, okay. But fertilizers will soak the seeds overnight too, okay. Yes, we have to keep the distance between the seed because plants, they need a place, okay. For plants have to absorb water from the soil, mineral from the soil. They have to get air, sunlight. If it is overcrowded, they won't get proper things. No, if they don't get proper things, they cannot grow very well, okay. So they need place from one plant, distance from one plant to another plant, okay. Now, another thing, so I told you, yes.
Shanti ma'am, are you comfortable?
Yeah, I'm comfortable, ma'am. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll continue. See,
Okay, thank you.
and another method is there, that is crop rotation. Crop rotation. The crop rotation is also a type of thing for make the crops to grow very well. The crop rotation is nothing but when they are first yield, they might sow the paddy. On the next set, they won't again grow the paddy. They, instead of that, they will grow peanuts, okay. Because leguminous plants, they have root nodules in their root, okay. So it will fix the atmospheric nitrogen in the soil. Nitrogen is very, very important for the plant growth, okay. So this is also a type of adding manure. And farmers, what they do at the last of their cultivation, they get the waste products of plants, no, the waste product of plants, they will decompose, again they will add it as a manure to the soil. Now we can see the difference between fertilizers and manure. Fertilizers are man-made, manure are decomposed by cattle dung and plant residues. First point, fertilizers. Fertilizers are man-made. Manure is natural substances, that is the cow dung and the plant residues which are made to decompose. Okay. Fertilizers are inorganic salt. Manures are organic salt. So again, I repeat my point. Fertilizers is man-made, inorganic salt. Manure is natural substance that is obtained by decomposing of cattle dung and plant residue. Any doubts? Any doubts? Any doubts, ma? How we shall restore the fertility of the soil? We can restore the fertility of the soil by adding manure. Okay. And I told you, no, the crop rotation, that is also for a process for restoring the fertility of the soil. Okay. We can restore, okay. Have doubt, you can ask me. After the question is over, please mute yourself. Okay. Now,
Naveen Kumar.
hello.
Hello, Naveen Kumar.
Naveen Kumar, do you have any doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please ask
Madam, you
me.
can ask me.
Ma'am, you said, ma'am,
Yes.
the farmers cultivate the products and the waste plants
Yes, ma.
and the waste plants
Mm.
are soaked and given to the cows also, ma'am.
Yeah, it is also fed as cattle fodder also. The waste
Okay.
product. You can say this paddy husk. What they do at the last, the paddy will be dried. The plant after taking the seed, they will make dry the plant and make it as what? Hay. They will feed for the cattle also. It is a cattle fodder also. Okay.
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 Thank you.
Thank you, ma. And
Naveen Kumar, now yourself, please mute.
mute yourself. Okay.
I'm Amartha Sundari having one doubt.
What is manure? What is manure? Manure, I'll say manure is a natural substance obtained by decomposing of cattle dung and plant residues. Okay, the natural thing. It's a natural thing. So you can say cow dung. They will say in a place, and plants residue. That is the waste plant after cultivating. Okay, the plants waste thing. They just make it dry and make it decompose. Okay, after decomposing, they use it in the soil, make it loose, soft. Okay, and make it in. Add it in the soil for the production of crops. Can you understand, ma? Amazon Sundari got it? Okay. Now, fertilizers is prepared in the factories, but manure you can prepare in the field. Okay. Manure is less cost, no cost. It can be produced by the farmer itself. But fertilizers, he have to afford money and buy the fertilizer from the factories. Okay. Next thing, fertilizers does not provide any humus to the soil, but manure produce a lot of humus to the soil. What is this humus? Humus is nothing but you can see when the cow dung is being decomposed, it will become very powdery. Is it not? This paddy can grow in winter season. Nowadays, yes, nowadays they have crops, paddy, once they used to grow for 6 months once. Nowadays, within 3 months, we can cultivate paddy. That is the new technologies. Okay. Within 3 months, we can grow paddy and we can harvest. On those days, it used to be 6-month process. Okay. So my point is fertilizers do not provide any humus to the soil, but manure will provide a lot of humus to the soil. The next thing is fertilizers are very rich in plant nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. But manure is relatively less rich in soil nutrients. Okay, there are two types of nutrients: macro and micronutrients. These things you will study in the higher classes. Okay, just you understand there are two types of nutrients for the plants, that is macro and micro. Macronutrients and micronutrients. Okay, so Gayatri ma'am. Hello, Gayatri ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. On the
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Time is over. Hello.
Yes,
Is there
now the
time,
time
ma'am?
is 11:30. Yes,
11:30. I can ask questions
now
from
the
them,
time is
no?
11:30, ma'am. Yes.
We can
Yes,
ask
you can
questions.
ask questions.
Okay.
We can ask
Yes, ma'am.
questions. After that, you inform them. If they have any doubt or any queries, please ask them to chat. Okay, we will unmute them only.
I couldn't understand. Hello.
No, ma'am. Shanti, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. You inform the students. Those who are having doubt, ask them to type in chat. I have doubt like that. For that particular students alone, we unmute. Okay.
Ma. Okay. Students, as information, Those who have doubt, please chat. Okay. Later, you can unmute and ask me questions. No, need
Shanti ma'am,
nutrients to grow. Yes.
yes, one question is there in the chat. Check.
Yes. Fertilizers and manure. Add for the soil. It's very important. Ma'am, cow dung is used as natural manure. Yes, dung is a natural manure. Paddy can grow.
Shanti ma'am. Shanti ma'am.
Have a doubt, no? Rabbit, you have doubt? Paddy can grow. Paddy can grow within 3 months nowadays. And the next doubt is paddy requires a lot of water. Yes, paddy requires a lot of water. That's why it is shown in the adding manure and fertilizer will what will come. If you add manure and fertilizer, you can see plants will grow better soon. Yes, paddy requires 3 to 4 months. And ma'am, farmer prefer manure or fertilizer. It depend upon the farmer. The farmer who wants organic farming. Okay. What are the two type of nutrients? I told you the two type of nutrients are organic and micronutrients and macronutrients. If there is any doubt, you please unmute and ask me questions.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, say your name, ma'am.
Your name, ma? Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Ma, what's your doubt?
Ma'am.
Yes, Kaushik, yes. No. Kaushik, yes. Kaushik.
Kaushik, say.
எனக்கு நீ கொஞ்சம் சொல்லுங்கண்ணா பேங்க்ல இது மாதிரி இருக்குமா நீ அப்படி சாப்பிட்ட சொல்லதான் தெரியும் நான் பார்த்தேன் சரி
Please ask your doubts. Ma'am, why dungs are useful to grow a crop? It is a waste. Yes. See, waste is we are using the waste also a organic thing. Okay, a useful thing for the crops. So this is a food cycle. I can say this is a cycle. Whatever we get from the land, again it will reach the land. One example I can say, see, a small crop or living organism. Example, an insect is there. Insect will feed from the soil or from the plant. Again, it will go under its life cycle. It will die. Okay, again it will come to the soil. It will decompose the soil, intake the nutrients. Okay, it is a cycle. Whatever living organism, it takes food from the soil. Again, it will, after that, it will reach the soil. It will decompose. The nutrients will be utilized by the other organism. Yes, ma'am. Any doubts?
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, which is more effective, ma'am?
Fertilizers.
Manure or fertilizers, ma'am?
Fertilizers, because they will be readily taken by the plants. Very easy. The plant can easily absorb the fertilizers comparing to the manure. Manure, it will take a long time to decompose and it will release a very less amount. Okay. Any doubts?
Thanks, ma'am.
Yes. Any doubts?
Ma'am, I
So
think we'll
again,
have
I
to close in the next 2 minutes because I have to get ready for the next session.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. And I want to recapitulate once. Okay, quick brush up. Okay, today we have learned about what is crops, and we have next is there are two type of season, that is Kharif and Rabi. Kharif is the crops which is
September
grown in the
to
rainy season. Yes, June to September.
June.
Rabi, it is the crop which is grown in the winter season, that is October to March. Basic step for the crop production, that is preparation of soil, sowing, adding manure and fertilizers, irrigation, protecting from weeds, harvesting and storage. Okay, preparation of soil is very, very important because the soil has to be loosened. Then only it can take all the nutrients from the soil. Next is we come upon sowing. We have to select a good variety of seed and sow it. Next is adding manure and fertilizers. Okay, on the next week, upcoming weeks, we can see about irrigation, protecting from weeds, harvesting and storage. Okay, thank you. Any doubts? Any doubts? Are you all clear? Gayatri ma'am. Gayatri ma'am.
Yes.
Please
Yes, I'm on
unmute
the line.
ma'am. Please unmute.
Okay. Yes, ma'am, you can ask questions.
You all understand this lesson? I mean, this session?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thanks, ma'am. Please say your name. Thank you.
Students, you hear?
Thank you for your support, students. I think you all understood. Thank you all. Thank you. I'll provide you a worksheet. To send you a worksheet. Okay, please click on the worksheet and you just take a note. Okay, old note. You just write all the questions.